Hello, welcome to 30th Anniversary Collection System Error. This is our final build of the game. So we've learned a lot from last week and we made a lot of changes. I'll go over them as I play through the game as they're kind of varying and widespread. But we do have a few changes that show up on the main menu while we're here. We do have the help menu that's been updated. I'm not going to go through all of it. It's going to be covered again in the tutorial, which is also new. But in case you wanted a written version of it and a way to come back to it, you have the general kind of description of the game, like a story description, you know, back in the box type of thing. We got pause the game if or pause the video if you want to see what that is. Credits, I'm gonna wait till the end, but credits menu has been updated as well. There's also a leaderboard that's been filled out by me testing the game. This is it's not pre-filled out. It will be empty when you load up the game for the first time on your machine, but it does save, which is why mine is filled out. Go through here. So we got two game modes. You got arcade, which has currently 3 of the 4 available games. Yeah. The fourth one just didn't fit the vibe of arcade. I didn't want to include it if it wasn't going to be fun. Hole in the Wall, Phantom Grid, and Traffic Rhythm. Alrighty. We're going to go through the tutorial. Alrighty, welcome to Phantom Grid Spirit Shack. Use the arrow keys or D-pad to move the blocks around and space to instantly drop the block to the ground. So, it's a pretty simple game. Just go ahead, start doing that, start building them up, match blocks that are similar color, and as you progress here, it should give you some more dialogue and to tell you what to do. To score points, you need to match cubes with the same color. The more cubes you match at once, the higher score you get. It's pretty simple. Alrighty, just gonna play a little bit, and that's all there is to it. Keep playing if you like, or press enter to move on to the next game. I'm good for now, so I'm gonna press enter. Welcome to Soccer Showdown. The arrow at the bottom moves left to right is your shooting direction. Press left click to set it, which will bring up the strength menu, and then you press space in the green zone to hit the ball as hard as possible. Depending on how accurate you get it to the middle of the green zone, the better the ball is going to hit. So we're going to click, and then hit, and then click, and then hit. Now the goalie has been updated to be more reactive. Now in this scene he's not that reactive. This is of course the tutorial, it's not meant to be too difficult. The goalie will try to react to your movements and block you from scoring. And of course he gets better at it the farther into the game you play. Alrighty. And that's all you need to get to know. That's all you need to know to get your Soccer Showdown on. Press enter if you'd like to move into the next game, or keep playing, of course, if you'd like. Alrighty, welcome to Traffic Rhythm. The only control you need for this game is the spacebar or the right trigger. You hear that beat? Try and time the beat by pressing the spacebar. The closer you get to the beat, the higher the score will get. Watch out though, timing the traffic beat will also switch to the traffic lights. So you have to manage both the traffic beat and the traffic lights. Like that. You hit, you lose. I think I clipped him. But yeah, pretty simple. That's all there is to it. There is some pedestrians, just try not to hit them. Alright, welcome to Hole in the Wall. Use the arrow keys or the left stick / D-pad to move the jetpack guy. Try and move to the holes in the wall approaching you. You probably already got that by this point. I would like to know in the tutorial, you can play as either long as you want and also with as many lives as you want. You can keep replaying and it'll keep replaying the same scene. So you don't have to worry about dying. I could die right now and it's no big deal. Yeah. And once, you know, I wait till the end here and it'll let me, you know, move on. It'll be the end of the tutorial and we can move on to the main game. Yeah, the walls will speed up as the game goes on, so of course stay on your toes. They will start out pretty fast on the next level compared to the last one you played on. So as you increase in levels, the speed does increase with you. Alrighty. And then you go here, and if you want to, you can put your name in. It's just a tutorial. You're not going to get a high score anyways. Alright, back in main menu. We can go start a new game. Alright. The enemy to say, or the virus, says, "Ha, it worked. You're stuck in here forever." Just gonna match 3. One change we did make was increasing the length of the first few games and changing around the score requirements, just to make it feel a little better, a little less jarring for the first few levels. We did also add the tutorial to do that, but the tutorial and this should help a little bit in making the first few levels onboard you a little more than just throwing you right into it like last week. The virus says, "I see you survived that, but this one will be so easy." He's going to just say things. I'm not going to mention them every time unless they're story relevant, but he'll say things just like, "Dang it, why are you doing that?" Whatever, while you're playing through the game. Alrighty, gotta score 3 goals. Alrighty, and this is rhythm. Close there on pedestrian. Alrighty. Here's what's going on there. Console. And here is the first boss fight. Got our new virus in the back that's been updated. You'll see more than just this scene has been updated. It says, "How did you get here?" Now, as I mentioned last week, but also the boss will speed you up and slow you down to throw you off your game, to try and like get you to stack and place blocks in the wrong place, like I did there with the green above the blue, to try and get you to mess up and cause you to pile up and lose, not be able to go as fast. You are racing against the timer, even a little bit. It's not the point, it's more just to incentivize players to not stick around too long and plan too much, to really emphasize on having to go fast, you know, to try and escape. Alrighty, and here is another change we made. We have a checkpoint screen. This will appear at, you know, the after the first game, the first milestone and the second milestone, and technically the third milestone, but it'll just place you at the end of the game anyways. And just to reset, I'll show you, save and quit, and then go play. So continue, last checkpoint, new game. You can just press new game to restart your run once you've reached the end there. And this will also work if you die past like the 8th mark or the 16th mark. Then you can restart, and it'll restart from the 8th or the 16th mark, whatever you're closest to. So you don't have to restart the whole way through. But you do, like if you die before, you have to restart the whole thing. So there are 2 checkpoints throughout the game. And it'll save your score and the game's completed. It does say 8. We only technically did 4, but it counts the cutscenes. Alright, I restarted your console and stopped you from finally overheating it. fully overheating. Looks almost kind of tricky, kind of have to... There we go. Alrighty. You'll see this one starts to speed up pretty fast. I've also forgotten to mention that there is a thermometer on the left of the screen. Lore story-wise, it's just meant to show the console overheating, but what it really does for the player is just what level you're at. When you're getting near the top, you know you're about to hit the boss fight, and when it's near the bottom, you know you're in the first or second level in case you forgot, or just to remind the player. I think it's a creative way to do a level display. As you can see here, this is actually a different level from the first. It doesn't look too different, but we do have a crowd and a different, visually a different stage and everything. Also starting to overheat again. Alrighty. Some start happening with the console. Sorry, I forget I should be narrating this. The boss is more difficult, and the sorry, I was really focused there. So I kind of like lock in here. Okay, I lost. Well, I guess that shows you one of the additions we've made. Sorry, this is actually moderately hard boss for me, and I've played Puzzler a lot. Alrighty. I just can't talk while playing. Okay, let me pause for a second. So yeah, there is 2 lives in Rush. So you will have 2 lives if you pass the checkpoint and then restart. You have 2 lives again then. Should allow the players, just in case there's like a small issue or something where they need to restart, or if they mess up once, they don't have to completely start over again. It can be tedious. But I still wanted to make sure, like, if a player truly can't get over this hurdle, they can try again, but then they actually have to come back. I want some punishment, not none, but some. For failing a level or or past a checkpoint. Yeah. Viruses, as you get in the higher boss levels, the visuals change, as well as it just becomes faster and harder to play. It's like Puzzler on steroids. Alrighty, second checkpoint, and continue on. It's nice, serene, a little quicker, about the same speed as the last boss was, but of course this is a regular puzzle. Alrighty. Oh my god, that was stressful. Console's on fire now. PlayStation 4 Red Dead Redemption 2. Anyways. I am suddenly terrible. There we go. Now, as you see, the score for the minimum score needed was 3 in the first one and 5 on the second two, except for the goalie was just much more active in the second two. I think that's where most of the difficulty comes from. Also, the time limit is a little stricter. Wasn't paying attention. Alrighty. And we come to the final boss fight. He says, "Stop it, get out of here." But louder. It's just really late, so I ain't screaming. As you can see, we got our frog in full exposed view. Very embarrassed by you seeing his presence. Got a good little chain there. Alrighty, we beat him. I was coming down to the wire there. And that's it. That is the rush mode. I will put my initials here, submit my score, and there may be 2, but there it is. And yeah, I can show you a few extra features. I'll show you arcade real quick. Works as is, just another one of the games. And they're just high score based. So you lose, you type it in, so you score. That's all it is. And credits. I, John Patty, did the general programming, rush programming, Phantom Grid programming, and I did most of the art direction stuff. Sam did most of the hole-in-the-wall programming, Soccer Showdown programming, and traffic rhythm programming. Seth did the environmental design and the character design, as well as the cutscenes. And then Abby did the UI design and the game covers. Special thanks to these, not going to say them all, mostly Unity assets, some not. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.